like it or not, it's football season. So I'm very curious to hear all your responses to this, but I'll share mine. So I grew up with sports, football, baseball, basketball, mostly growing up in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's still a big part of my life, part of my identity, I guess. I haven't always watched sports. I took a break for a while, but I'm back, and I'm happy to be living in a place as beautiful as Maui, doing work that I believe in local produce. Got my partner here, and got the YouTube channel going, and life is pretty settled, going pretty well. And sports and TV shows are, part of that simple, good living. So that's that. I'll tell you a little thing here. So Ohio State, the Buckeyes, first game of the season. Ohio State was ranked number 3, playing against number 1 in the country, playing against a Manning, one of these like up and coming like superstars in the making, Arch Manning. So, but Ohio State won. So Ohio State, number 3, beat number 1. That's a big deal. First game of the season. Pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed because the Ohio State's squad is pretty young. I mean, we won the championship last year. Ohio State did. Buckeyes. That was a phenomenal team, but a lot of our guys got drafted to the NFL. So a very young squad this year, but starting out number 3 in the country, defeating number 1 in week 1, played a very even keel game. That's what I'd like to see. I'm all about that, like the coaching and the discipline, and that's how I live my life at work and in life, is like it's about the details. And if you could show up in every moment and stack those moments throughout the day and have a great day, and then do that again, stack those days in a row for a whole week, and then you stack those weeks for a great month, and you stack those months for a great year, so on and so forth. That's what I look for in sports, is that level of detail. You could tell that the coaching is doing their job, and the players are disciplined, and they're in it for the right reasons, and they're focused. So that's what I love about like Ohio State Buckeyes. And if you watch like Alabama football, like Nick Saban coached teams, he coached them for a long time, and dynasty level, amazing. So that's what I like. NFL football, I don't always see that. There are some great programs in the NFL as well, but long story short, the Cleveland Browns are my football team, and I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, so all Cleveland and Ohio State are my teams, and why not? No, I grew up with it. It's a part of who I am, my family. It's our pastime, and growing up, like, it was everything to me. Growing up, sports were everything. Cleveland Indians baseball. I was a baseball player, of course, so that was my biggest thing. But of course, I love the Cleveland Cavaliers basketball team, and have had great years as well, especially the LeBron James years and the championships. That's something that Cleveland had not had in a long time. But we've had some good runs, in baseball. The Cleveland Indians went to the World Series a couple times. That was my heart right there. Those teams, Lofton Vizquel, Baerga, Bell, these like powerhouse squads. But yeah, long story short, and Cleveland Browns were always, Cleveland Browns. Of course, local team. But now, lately, I got more excited about the Browns lately because they stacked their roster pretty well. But then it's been a disappointing stretch. The Deshaun Watson era has been disappointing. But still, I do enjoy it as a pastime, and that's what I'm looking forward to this year. Not only do I have all these other things going, but also football, something to just let loose and relax and just zone out a little and just enjoy the game, just enjoy the artistry and the science of the game, the strategy and coaching and the players and their elite talents and how they all match up. And there's just so much depth to it. If you like chess, if you like checkers and chess and different strategic games, football is one of those types of things where there's a lot of strategy. So yeah, we're here. This is it. Ohio State won their first game against number 1. I'm not sure if we're number 1 now. I haven't looked yet. We've got a young squad. I don't really expect us to go undefeated again, but maybe. You just never know. If the team can be disciplined, it's possible to do it again, to run the table again, to win another national championship. And then the Browns, I'm just going to enjoy it. I don't have big expectations. Their roster's not in such great shape. And until the quarterback situation gets figured out, I can't really get too excited about it. But just chill out and enjoy the games. Something to do on Sundays. And so here we are. Football season. It's pretty empty when there's no football for a while. And then all of a sudden it's like full on, like life is happening for a good stretch of time, all the way through the Super Bowl, playoffs and Super Bowl. And let me know who your teams are. Are you a college football fan? Are you a pro football fan? Who do you root for? If you are a fan of either of the sports, those levels of college or pros, and what do you think overall about football and sports and college football and pro football and any of this? I know there's a lot of people that don't like sports at all. I figured on YouTube we might have a lot of that. And then some people like some sports and not other sports. And then some people are diehards and their whole life, like Fishy Things, Green Bay Packers. I can clearly see he has been a fan his whole life, and he's solid in his fandom. And I'm sure a lot of you also have a team or teams that you root for, and different sports maybe that you tune into, and the different levels, whether it's college or pro, and so on and so forth. So I'm just curious. This is just to open up a conversation, let y'all know a little bit about me growing up. I played sports. I played baseball. I played bowling. Played a little soccer, a little basketball when I was younger. And amongst other things, but those were actually competing. And I just grew up rooting for my Cleveland and Ohio State teams. And while we were bowling, watching on the screen, Ohio State was on the screen, growing up with those memories. And then, of course, the family and the friends that get-togethers around the TV and eating good food and watching our team or teams, fantasy football, just watching the different games and just kind of getting into that strategy game of fantasy sports, and lots of good times, good memories. So let me know. There's no wrong answers in this, so let me know what you have to say about football or sports or any of this. Yeah, cool. Thanks, everybody. Aloha. See y'all soon. Go Browns. Go Buckeyes. Yeah, okay, bye.